It's been a while since this LP last turned up. Welcome back to Memory of Heroes. And this area is the Unity engine area.
Kamen Rider. I don't know enough Kamen Rider to be disgusted by that pun, whatever it was.
But yeah, this is the Unity engine area that we're in. Yeah, so. But yeah, this part's all about Kamen Rider Accel, who I have said is one of the best units in this game, and I hope I can successfully show off why. So, yeah. You're not going to see it right away because the thing is, his best stuff is in his base form. That said, he is the first guy we get who can fly, and flight mechanics are great in this game. Because
the flight mechanics make it really feel make it feel almost like something like Zone of the Enders.
Right. So, but yeah, I've got Niko here with me today, and
hello.
He might remember this section, maybe, possibly, from the streams.
Oh, the asset town.
Yes. Although, jokes about the Unity engine aside, to give it some credit, because for those who don't know, the Unity engine is known for being very, very shiny, right? To their credit, this area it's at least raining, right? So.
True. They lampshaded the shininess.
Yeah. But yeah, flight's great because you can just... Not only is it cool to do aerial combat, but it lets you really easily avoid attacks, and it's also faster than running, so it's good stuff. But
oh yeah,
go on.
And they also do like the tiniest bit of exploration in one of the areas.
Yeah.
Where like you actually do need to use flight in order to get to certain places.
Yeah. Anyway, real quick, yeah. The game wants us to run around and explore his final form's various attacks. Well, here's the thing: in this section of the game, you have infinite EX gauge, so I'm just gonna say screw that and spam his rider kick. So.
Just a bunch of T.
Yeah, but yeah, you were saying, sorry.
Honestly, considering how long this rider takes, you probably would have taken care of them quicker without it.
Yeah. But, you know, why do that when I can just do this over and over again?
Yeah, to be fair. And it keeps your chain going because it pauses.
Yes.
This is so cheap. Though, to be fair, you never get to do that otherwise.
Yeah. Yep. So, fun fact, there's a trophy in this game where, to get it, you have to get a 200-hit combo. This is the easiest way in the game to do it. So, you're welcome.
and even though those sections are, like, baby's difficulty because you get recovered constantly.
Yeah.
They still give you experience for it.
Yeah.
So may as well make the most out of it.
But yeah, this is Accel's full throttle mode. The game really hypes it up as like him being like super powered, but at the cost of your gauge draining constantly, right? It is so not worth it. It's not. Because not only does it drain your gauge way too quick, but yeah, okay, you do more burst damage, sure, but that's not as good as all the sick combos you can do in base form. So.
Yeah, but it also but at the same time, it also doesn't seem to drain your gauge for actually using techniques.
No. But that's also kind of rendered moot by something else I'll show off later. Anyway. These giant robos, be very careful. In extreme mode, they can kill you in like 2 hits. So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they're slow for a reason.
Yeah. The switch attack for Accel's base mode basically auto-breaks anyone's armor, which is great. And here you're saying the best thing about this one. Very briefly. I'll do it more as the episode goes on, but I hope you caught on to what I was going for there. You see, now, a lot of people... Yeah, see how much damage that did? Jesus.
Damn. Yeah, you can only survive 2 of those.
Yeah. So, it's not so much a thing anymore, from what I understand. But I remember in the days when a certain Kamen Rider show dropped old school fans would debate what constitutes actually a Kamen Rider, right? Well, here's my little thing to propose that argument, and the people who know will know. You see, I propose that Kamen Rider Accel was the only real Kamen Rider because he actually transforms into a bike. So, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be mad at me about that, but you know, it's whatever. Anyway, here you go. Check this.
He is himself the ride.
Yes. But yeah, base form Accel has an infinite combo. And it does good damage and racks up a lot of hits and builds your gauge. So yeah, just keep doing this over and over again, and you basically can't lose.
Yeah, it seems like his base attack also really easily interrupts enemies.
Yeah. So yeah, this right, like yeah, there's other stuff you can do, and I'll show that off too later on. But yeah, just you know, 3-hit combo R1 over and over again. That's all you need. Alright, so now we're hitting our next real sector, which is the harbor sector, and like, let me get the checkpoint. Come on.
Like, right? Right? This stuff is so dumb.
It is. Like, why can't I go back into the building I've already been in? Come on.
It really feels like the they already got the CD pre-made, but it didn't like fit the requirements.
Right.
So they just sectioned off pieces bit by bit, or I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe they just wanted to prevent the typical problem of like Devil May Cry's, where it's like, fuck, where do I go?
Right.
なんだ、キコ。た、テルイと合流するなり早速かよ。ちょっと翔太郎君。
Oh, we got tattled on. Whoopsie.
なんでお前それを。
Yeah, Phelps a little mad.
それは、ああ、それはまあ。
I like how everyone's just like interested in how this conversation's gonna go. I mean, a lot of fans would qualify her as one, yes.
わかった。すべて取り戻すまで帰らない。左。よく頑張ったな。わかってくれるか、テルイ。それにしても、ここは随分広々としているな。ここには何がある？ここの研究施設に謎を解く鍵があるはずなんだ。
Makes you wonder why, I guess for hydraulics, but it makes you wonder why would they have a specific research facility in the harbor? Like what if a freaking tidal wave hit? You're screwed, you know?
Yeah, especially in Japan, where that sort of stuff actually happens pretty often.
Right.
But yeah, the harbor is like one of the biggest offenders when it comes to exploration in this game.
Yes.
Because this is exactly when you get the ability to fly, and you get to do so little with it. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Because the flight mechanics themselves are good. They look like they control really well. I mean, I can't really say for myself.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's fun to do.
Oh, definitely.
But they do hide some things around, but it's just SD cards that you can so extra SD cards that you can get like of higher levels.
Yep.
It's kind of a wasted opportunity, and it also reinforces my belief that this wasn't like they just got these stages from like default assets. And just sectioned off so much.
Clearly, this game was made by an amateur artist. But yeah, here I am just kind of searching around, and we're gonna go get some of those little bonuses, I believe. So.
Yeah, because like the flight mechanics are great because it's like you can see just for how long you can actually fly. But yeah, here like they already block you off for some reason.
Yeah.
And you can't even see why until you land.
Yeah. Because it's more friggin' invisible barriers.
Like hell, if you wanna make exploration easy, just do the thing of like arrow pointing where you need to go.
Right. And then just hand out rewards for the people who go off path and like want to look at stuff.
Exactly. Like that's something I really liked in like Tales of Graces.
Yeah.
Where you had the arrow that told you where you needed to go if you wanted to ask where you needed to go, so you could go the other direction and pick up the apple gels.
Yeah.
That you cannot pick up.
Yeah, man.
Because you already have too many.
But yeah, we're gonna be sticking with Accel for a while because he's something new. He's the new character, and also he needs to catch up in levels.
Also, he is the best.
Oh yeah, definitely one of them. Hey, look, more SD cards. Gotta grab those. You know what this level actually really reminds me of, speaking of game design? There is a, there is like a storage dump area in like the first Infamous game. People who have played that game will know what I'm talking about. It's this little area that's full of these like giant crates like you see here, right? And it's a level that's actually kind of annoying because it's an enclosed area, and at least because I played the game on hard mode, you are absolutely surrounded by thugs who are all like armed to the teeth, and it sucks.
I think I like I only ever watched a playthrough of the game. It was back when it came out, so it's been ages ago.
Yeah.
But for me, this area kind of reminds me of the Ghost in the Shell game on the PS2. Because the first stage is actually a harbor with like platforming arranged around all of these crates.
I can see
but
that.
you know that game does actually make a really good use of the environment.
But yeah, don't mess around.
Sadly, the first stage of that game is also like the one where like they hit the peak of their level design.
Oh.
It's not that the rest is bad. It's just that they like do this one really good thing and they never do that really good thing ever again.
Aw. But even though I, you know, talked crap about Full Throttle mode earlier, I do still want to like show off all that I can. So yeah, I will use it intermittently. Just don't get used to it.
By the way, because I see it appearing and disappearing, is there like a specific setting that you can use in order to remove the controls from the right side of the screen?
No, it just happens at random. Yeah, I don't know why they decided that either, but yeah, get used to seeing it because it's there.
I do know that there are some games where you can turn that on and off.
I mean,
like
if you can in this game, then I have not found it. So.
Yeah, I do believe that you would have you would actually look into the settings.
Yeah. But
widely developed the trash.
This is a 100% run, Niko.
Of course, it always is.
When is it
but
not?
Excuse me, but this one's a defense minus, and that does not sound like you.
Now there actually is a definitive me accelerator, but you don't get it until like the very end of the game. So
it's like all the luck stat and defense.
All luck and defense, baby. Nothing else. Okay, phone call done.
You're just bullying that guy.
Yeah. I wanted my Hawk Bro to kill him, but he was taking too long. So.
Hawk!
You're right. But yeah, between
the Hawk is really good.
Oh yeah, he does piercing, which is nice. And also, there you go, that's cool too. So.
Like, he can hit multiple targets at once, too.
Yeah, he's useful. All the Candroids are, I love them. I think my favorite of all the Candroids is, even though you don't get to really use it all that much, because I think it's the last one you get, if I remember correctly, it's the Gorilla one. I really like that one.
That one was pretty silly.
Yeah. Oh! You already had your section. Ah. So yeah, we're getting rid of him, and you might have also noticed briefly there that our level cap also went up. Yeah, it's now level 6 instead of level 5. Like I said, I believe the final level in this game, it's either 8 or 10. It's one of the two. I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. So that said, level 8 is really the only one that matters because once you hit 8, you can buy your final upgrades. So yeah, now I'm just doing a brief sweep, making sure I did not miss anything. And fun fact, I cut away there because even though you can go off to that, yeah, even though you can go off to that area on the right, fun fact, none of the goodies in the right side of this area spawn until you do this cutscene.
Oh yeah, and they also change the barriers around every single time you have a cutscene or something.
Yep.
It's so bizarre.
I like to think that Zeus is just dicking with us this entire time, like randomly putting up invisible walls just to be annoying. Changing them at random.
There's been like several situations where you just get randomly blocked off from like a health crate or a save point.
Right.
Between cutscenes. It's bizarre.
But yeah, going through more trash mobs.
I can kind of imagine that they like maybe they like looked at these levels and they thought, like, you know, they look kind of empty. So they put up these brightly colored walls, so they didn't look empty, like as empty or expansive. Like, I can see from like the visual standpoint, but
yeah, but like
I still don't care for them.
But like the counterpoint to that is like, okay, if your stuff's empty, then just like hide more SD cards in like various spots, you know, like something.
Yeah, something that like adds to the visuals, or just like add more crates.
Right.
It's like, I don't know, Unity can take it.
Well, it wouldn't be the worst thing because of how you get the ability to fly, but like I was about to say, one thing I'm glad they didn't do was make it like also half platformer. Because I could very easily see someone making like a platforming level out of this section.
Yeah. And that wouldn't be entirely bad because you get the flight ability right now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And even before then, you still have like pretty decent jumping abilities.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world. Now, other 3D games that shoehorn in platforming, hoo boy.
Yeah, yeah, no, there are some really bad examples.
Yeah.
Like one of the worst best examples is in Bujingai, where like that game actually has decent-ish platforming, but there is one stage where they designed the entire stage around the weaknesses of their platforming system some reason, to make it the most infuriating experience possible. Like, there are so many people who just gave up on finishing that game on that segment, because the jumping controls in that game are very floaty. Which you never really notice that the drawbacks of that throughout the game, because you don't really have to think about platforming too much, since your character can climb on literally any wall practically endlessly if you're good at it.
Nice.
But in that stage, they make almost all walls unclimbable. and they just focus on precision platforming with like
sucks.
with like timed platforms that fall down constantly. It's bad. It's very bad.
That blows.
And it is like the literal final stage too. So like at that point you're fucking invested. If they did it any time before then, like at around halfway point, nobody would finish that game.
Yeah, and there I tried to show off that yes, you can go into full throttle mode mid-combo, but like, why would you?
It's such a waste of potential, like any potential that the full throttle mode has.
Yeah.
It's like you've already used up RP, it's gonna last you for 3 seconds.
Now granted, I will say this, and someone actually did bring this up in the thread as well. If I had him equipped with the accelerator that gives you infinite RP, yeah, you could do some pretty fancy stuff with that. But when we're talking normal gameplay, yeah, not worth it. So. The camera's like, no, they're down there.
It would be fun if you had like an ability where you just jump off from height, and the higher you are, the more damage you do.
Oh god, yes.
Remember that in Infamous?
Yes, that was amazing.
Like, the best thing.
Actually, you just gave me a funny idea that I can't believe I didn't do with Accel in this video. I'll try and remember to do it in another part that I record.
Okay.
Because
no, but like any game that has that feature where the longer you fall, the more damage you do, that's the best.
Oh yeah, like DFO has that. It's amazing.
Yeah, there is several games I cannot think of right now, but yeah, like every time there is something like that, you just gotta do it every time.
Right? Because it's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to highlight something here real quick. There's a reason I'm not heading directly to the checkpoint, and that I'm flying as high as I am. Because I want to emphasize this. And it has to do with this cutscene.
Oh, I remembered this.
I might be able to get in from above. I guess I have to climb up. Or you could fly. You could fly up there, dude. like,
it's literally the thing that you do.
Right, like, dude. Like, look at this. Just fly. Can even go up here.
Like, what's the point even of this location in that case?
Like just going through the window.
No, there is no invisible wall there.
God. Whatever. So yeah, we're forced to go off and fight a T-Rex instead. And this is actually the boss that Ryo's been hyping up, which I'm gonna make it look easy, but I will say this, yeah, if you're not careful, this dude is very annoying to fight.
I remember how much you hated the trash T-Rex.
Yes. But yeah, this is T-Rex Dolphins. This is the other, I think. Well, no, there's one other giant size enemy after this guy, I just remembered. But yeah, this is the second of those. And he's basically a beefier version of the Triceratops. Yeah, don't let this guy hit you. At all. Like, it's just bad idea in general. Especially on extreme mode, because, let's put it this way, one hit, you're dead. So.
It's one of those.
Yeah, like, unless you've been explicitly stacking your defense stat, yeah, if he takes a chomp out of you, you're done. Even more reason why defense is the best stat in every video game. So
I don't think that with how pitiful the upgrades are in this game, you would be able to stack up enough defense to.
No, you can, because it turns it from a one-hit KO to a two-hit KO. You see, it's a lot better that way.
Well, true, you can take a hit then.
Yeah, a single hit.
Yeah, well, like you sadly do not get the like the ridiculous amount that you had in like the Broken Angel.
Yeah, Fallen Alchemist.
Where like nothing could damage you at all except for the final boss that you're not supposed to be able to beat.
Yes.
Like it was kind of hilarious because you were just walking around making cows.
Accel, upgrade.
There we go. But yeah, if that's another great game, another great action-adventure game that y'all should play, Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel for the PS2. Good stuff.
It has pogo sticks.
Yeah, and cows that blow bubbles.
Yeah, the cows that blow poisonous bubbles.
Yeah, man.
And you can put Alphonse in a tank.
Yeah.
He really likes it.
But yeah, the whole reason we had to fight Trash Tyranno there was to get another gadget, which, fun fact, we'll be using this gadget a grand total of 2 whole times. So, yeah.
Which one is this? Oh, item get to dazzle. The spider!
Yeah. The Spider Watch.
Ah, I forgot how late it was. Damn.
So yeah, we'll just fly into the checkpoint because, like, God forbid we just fly through the window. I mean, it's not like we have a giant sword or something. I'm like, But
it's not like we could crush through the wall, maybe. I don't know.
Right. But no, this is a job for Joker, even though Accel could easily do it himself. But all right, whatever. Friggin'. Like, don't get me wrong, I know the reason why they forced this in terms of a meta sense and, you know, for a certain bit of the narrative that's going to happen next video. But, like, when you're coming up to this, there's just so many questions as to, like, why can't I just do the simple solution?
Yeah, it's like this is literally like when in Power Rangers they got a car and it's just like, wait, but we can teleport. But we have a car!
Right. Dude, you gotta sell toys somehow. But,
right.
But yeah, that'll be it for this part, and thank you again, Niko, for joining me.
Sure.
Till next time, guys.